Hello Marvel Heroes fans, this is a video for Agent Carlson, but before I talk about him, a special shout out to all my new friends from Tennessee to Quebec, Germany, Austria, and Greece, all the way to Philippines and my birth town Hong Kong as well. This is a truly global game, and I do enjoy the aspect of the game whereby I don't need to choose a server and there's no region kind of thing. It is a game with no border, so I really love this game. So thanks for all the tales, thanks for sharing your your story as well with me. Really enjoy it. All right, so now let's talk about Agent Carlson. It is important because he is one of the few free team-ups you can have in this game. And to purchase him, you just need to go to Omega Shield Agent Dum Dum Dugan here. And you can purchase him for 2,000 Odin files that you can get it during the Odin event, Omega event. And the it is a very nice team-up as well because he has the, let me show you. He has the extreme conditioning, which is the damage rating and crit hit rating, so it is applicable to all heroes that you have. Right. So this video is about how to set him up, to be a team up for you in terms of the point allocation. And so to do that, I want to show you from the training room perspective because I would like you to know how you could work out for other team ups as well. All right. So if you have followed my video so far, I talk about in my Team Up 2.0, all you need to know. I talk about if you do not know all these mathematics behind it, if you put 1 point to the passive, distribute your point to the rest of the power, pay more attention to the melee versus ranged, pay more attention to cooldown versus damage over time, you should be pretty sorted, all right? I mean, you don't need to go through a mathematics to find out what's the max and mins. So that was back then, and Team Up 2.0 is very new to me as well, and I'm still learning by the day, by the hours. So the next step, in the next approach I had was to look into the Team Up as the, to optimize all the power that I select, because from a Team Up power perspective, so long as you put 1 pawn to the Team Up, it is still better than the basic power or default power that you have. So it is always good to put a 1 pawn on everything that you have. You see here, but I try to optimize it by making all the power awesome. So I distribute it by the if you have higher DPS for a certain power as you allocate a pawn, I put more pawn to it. So now that works by and large. It's sort of like It doesn't give me the most maximum way. I went through a number again, days and days, and realized that, well, actually there's another better way to do it. And without all the complication from the mathematics in terms of optimization, you could actually pick the best DPS power, max those 3 powers up, and then there will be another power whereby you can put like 10, 11 points to it, depending on the team up. And that actually works even better. Now, by how much better are we talking about? On the approach 1, 2, and 3, it is about 5%. It's not like a big deal whether you want to do a max and min on your team up or not, or you want to optimize based on the all the power, making them all awesome, which is kind of good in the sense that it has more even kind of like damage output, because team up are not like not like us hero. Team Up may burn the signature onto trash mob, while we hero will not do that. So so initially I thought maybe it's good to distribute the points according to the DPS. So it's more like a weighted DPS approach. But then I realized that maybe the better result is just to pick the best DPS, and this is what this video is about. So for those who have watched Mark II Iron Man, so I'm not going to go through another update video. I'm just going to show you, if you would like to just max out everything that you have, get the maximum kind of like DPS, then I would recommend you to put in the 3 power, which is the channel repulsor, repulsor barrage, as well as the 1-off, the max step as 15, then put the remaining pawn to missile salvo. That should give you a most optimal way of damage output. May not be the most even damage output, but at least from the dummy target point of view, is probably giving you the one of the best result. Okay, so now when it comes to Agent Carlson, let's talk about Agent Carlson a little bit. When it comes to Agent Carlson, let me go into one of these like dummy target here. He has a default power that you could you could see it from here. So the default power is just like, just keep shooting here. And I would recommend that when you do any theory crafting on the team up, just remove the gear first. It's a lot easier for you to verify certain things. Now, his power is actually quite interesting. There's quite a, the power varies quite a fair bit. I'm going to show you which power are the one that's really the good one. Let me start with the agent first. Okay, so all these shotgun agent and minigun agent, like for instance, the tooltip will tell you the physical damage is that range, but it doesn't tell you the rate of fire. So what I do is that I have to commit one of them. And then it will come down here, and then you start to manually count how many times it hit the target. So you can count like all this small number come from this agent, and there's 12 times it hits. So rate of fire is actually 1. I don't think it's been set in the tooltip here. All right, sorry, in the tooltip on here. So that is one thing that that we have to figure out. Over a 12-second duration, it hit 12 times. So whatever the physical damage there times 12 is what you get in terms of the damage over time. Another one I want to is the minigun. And the minigun I need to... Okay, so this guy came up and then I bring the minigun in because otherwise it get a little bit mixed up. So this one, you have to see how many times it proc. Like, each time it fire is 4 times. And then after that, it lasts for a certain time, and this one will go away before this one comes in. So if you time it properly, you can actually count. And I realized that the tooltip actually a little bit misleading because it said duration 12 seconds and the damage is that twice per second. Actually, it's not. It's I think the duration is only 10 seconds because it only takes 20 times instead of like 24 times, which if this tooltip was correct. So that is one. Then the Grunai. Grunai is very, very interesting. The rolling Grunai is one of the highest DPS you can find in this hero. So this one I try to observe. There's 5 of them. And in fact, if you take away the other 2 agents, they actually manage to hit the same target. The range is actually pretty big. But sometimes it can roll out of the way. So it really depends on how he rolled the thing, but you will get all 5 of them in, and it's pretty huge when it comes to the power itself. So that's one, and then you have Destroyer Beam, also one of the very hard hitting one as well. This one is a Destroyer Beam. Then you could get the Destructive Sweep. That is alright. It's not that great. This one is the one that spray across, and that's about it. And of course, the signature here is very nice. You see him with this car, right? That go around it, and it hit pretty hard as well. So I keep pressing the wrong button. My apologies. So when it comes to all these things, then now of course these are the added kind of like passive. I wouldn't advise putting too many points to it. So yeah, I mean, so on a basic is something like this. Then what I've done is that I've gone through the spreadsheet here. And I look at the basic here. So whatever you do is compared to basic, and and I worked out all the damage over time to see which one is the best ones, so I can invest in max or 15 points to it. So it varies quite a lot because like the rolling Grunais, assuming that all 5 of them hit the target, is about 779, which is the highest. Then the other 2 passive are pretty low, but they buff sort of like 1 point you get half of the damage, so why not? 1 point is great. Then you have Destroyer Beam, that is very nice as well, 635. And then after that, the Destructive Sweep, which is a little bit lower, but yeah, I mean it is still pretty good DPS. And then after that, you have the 2 agents here. After you go through the mathematics, you realize that one is actually better, much better than the other one. The minigun is better than the shotgun, which is 520 versus the 374. The signature is something interesting here because it may be bugged, I do not know, because if you observe all the power, 1 point you get half of the benefit. 15 is the max, of course. And but when it comes to Carlson's Corvette, it is 240%. When you compare the DPS, the total damage at this at the max point. So I don't know whether it's bug or not. But sometimes it's a bit tedious to go through all this spreadsheet. But at least with that I can be more confident as which power to pick. And then some of them may not be reacting as what I anticipating it to be. So it's kind of interesting to see all these numbers, and now it's very straightforward. I know my previous video is a little bit lengthy in terms of optimization, a little bit too much work, not enough profit. Sounds like the other game, huh? The one that I would recommend are the one that in green, the rolling grenade, destroyer beam, and the signature, as well as minigun agents for the remaining point dumper. So I would recommend something like this. This one max it, and after that destroyer beam also max it, then the signature max it, alright, and the remaining point just dump it to here. That would be quite nice for your Agent Coulson, alright. And the now when it comes to let's just put the gear back to him. When it comes to a team up gear, because Agent Coulson is generic team up, looking at his damage rating 240, crit hit rating 120, it can be applicable to all the heroes that you have, and his two team up away power is alright. I mean, defense and projectile deflection. By the way, if you watch Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., you probably recognize the Tahiti is a magical place kind of thing. So I really like kind of like Gazillion. They put so much effort into making the game so authentic, and of course the cavalry. That these two will come up as you put the points to it. So it's a very nice generic pet team up. Then I have this. So I, in as much as possible, I try to get three set of power to him. So I'll probably use this one instead. So get the 3 set of power, then after that range and melee, then after that 3 of them again, then range and melee. So with this set of thing, it's all sorted, whether I have a hero as melee or ranged, or any damage type, I can use Agent Coulson as a passive if I want to, or you can use it as an active. It's pretty fantastic as well. Looking at all these cards that go around, all these agents, it's one of the team up that I really enjoy, because I can see what he's doing with all these guns. Every power he has something fantastic to look at. So it's one of my favorite, absolute favorite team up. So I hope you found this short video useful when it comes to gearing your Agent Coulson, as well as putting points to him. So just to recap, this is the points that I have. Just to recap, this is the points I have for Agent Coulson. Do validate for me. Run through some of your testing as well, and let me know whether are these points really the one that work for you as well, because it works for me. I spend like hours try to time it and making sure that this time I get it right. So yeah, I would strongly recommend, if you could get the max DPS out of all the power, you can actually observe all this number. You can really tell a story, because anything that's passive, just 1 point is sufficient. The rest of it, you can see that you can compare the number instead, and you probably can make the decision without going through mathematics anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, drop me a note anywhere, anytime in the game. If I can respond to it, I will. And happy 4th of July, and happy Canada Days for my friends in North America. Bye!